Did they tell you that it ain't no use? Soon enough we all just settle for the truth. And did they bring you?
Because when I went to the studio initially, I had like kind of these general ideas for songs that I hadn't really played very much. They were all pretty new. Joe, the producer, and I, like, you know, we had like 3 or 4 days to go over them and kind of hone things, and a lot of them came out in a totally different way than I'd really imagined, you know. A lot from his input, and then a lot from my response to his input, and then sort of slowly gathering this, like, you know, composite of our two opinions into something in the end.
And all those boys who dangle from your wrist and vie for every word that falls off of your lips.
I've never thought of songs as being anything that you can, like, really understand. And I also don't, like, think of them as anything that I really have possession over. They just sort of, like, create themselves and then run the show. And I'm, like, just trying to keep them in line, you know, focused to some degree.
And all your children will sing praises in your name.
I've just been enjoying it more, you know, like, when I first started playing in Two Gallants, all I listened to was old country and blues records. Really simple, straightforward music, you know, mostly just like a vocal and a guitar and maybe a couple instruments at the most, but just like really simple, honest music. And I love that music, but that's where I was coming from at the time, and now I just like have a far greater appreciation for more produced and more, you know, elaborate, developed songs, and it's just different for now, different for me.
In the ashes of the cities that you've burned, we'll sit and wait for your return.
Put yourself out there and you like spend all this time working on a song and a record, and you're not knowing what the responses can be. The most you can expect is that like it'll have meaning to someone, you know. That's sort of what makes the whole thing worthwhile, is when you know, meet that one person who's like, this song or this record got me through some really hard times. Those kind of things that make all the time spent that seems like time wasted, makes it all seem worthwhile in the end. I almost feel like indebted to the people who say those things, because it's like, thanks for letting me be a part of your life, you know, even though I've never met you before. That's where the honor lies, I think.